and we can then start with the session. Team, if you can hear me and see me clearly, because recently we've been having too many technical difficulties, and after a lot of drama today as well, we've managed to go live. So I'll just ensure that I'm audible before I start with the live session. Okay, so my team seems to be joining the live session, and okay, so live and audible. So let's get started with the live session. So good afternoon to everyone. Before I begin with the live session, there's a little piece of information for all our avid viewers. So our live sessions are going to be just once a week, hosted by Navya and myself, alternatively every week on Thursday. So stay tuned every Thursday around 1 o'clock. We'll be coming live and we'll help you out with your queries. Apart from this, we also will be having webinars with institutes and industry experts. So these webinars will actually give you a perspective of how things look in New Zealand from an industrialist point of view. And also you'll get a chance to speak to the representatives of different institutes, talk about their courses, their famous courses, and what are the job opportunities after that. What is the kind of career you can look at after completing those courses. So this is actually a very great opportunity for you all to speak to the right people in New Zealand and get that information for yourself. All of this information about our live sessions and webinars will be posted on our FB page. So don't forget to follow our page for regular updates and register yourself when such webinars are conducted, so you don't miss out on the opportunity to have more detailed discussion about your queries. In fact, we have with Lincoln University, where they spoke about Masters in Recreation and Sports Management. We will also be having more such webinars, so make sure that you follow our Facebook page so that you keep on getting the information on a regular basis. So we as AJV as a team looks out for our students and do our best to provide them with the correct and useful information that will assist them in choosing the right pathway for their future. And this is one of the ways we ensure that our students have all the necessary information before they choose to make such an investment towards New Zealand. So do grab on to these opportunities and do register yourself when such webinars come in place. So that was a little bit of information about our upcoming live sessions and webinars. Now, before we start with the question and answers, I have 2-3 things to discuss. So first, we'll talk about the pandemic situation that is going on right now. Talking about New Zealand, a recent update on COVID situation in New Zealand is that it's quite positive as New Zealand moved to alert level 2 on 13th of May. As per a poll conducted by News Hub, it shows Jacinda Ardern became the New Zealand's most popular prime minister in a century, thanks to her COVID-19 response that made the country among the most successful in curbing the spread of disease. So New Zealand is currently at alert level 2, which basically means that primary, tertiary institutes, offices, gyms, malls, etc. have opened up and people can go about their business as usual. However, ensuring that you still follow the physical distancing of at least 2 meters and maintain and take care of all health precautions that you're required to take care of. Our team, in fact, is also back at work in our office in Hamilton from Monday. And they have been ensuring that they are taking care of all the health precautions that they need to take to ensure that they are not putting anyone at risk while they're at work. In fact, schools and colleges are also ensuring that they have smaller class size in order for people to be able to maintain the physical distance. This is a great step. So I hope you all are, and I'm pretty sure we all will get through this sooner. Okay. And considering Immigration New Zealand, we recently had a couple of updates from them. mostly around the student people looking out for student visas, international students. So one update is that the holders of work visas, student visas, visitor limited or interim visa holders who have an expiry date of between 2nd April to 9 July and are in New Zealand, their visas will automatically get extended to 25th September 2020. These extensions will be confirmed over email by Immigration New Zealand to you directly, or if you have applied to an agent, they will be sent to the agent. Apart from that, currently the borders are not allowing anyone, in fact, the international student visa holders to enter New Zealand due to the current parents who are overseas can study online without a visa. And when New Zealand borders do open up, the restriction, you can provide evidence of your online study. This is one option that a lot of institutes are coming up with. Now, when we talk about online, doing an online course, people want to go to New Zealand and do a course because they want to learn how, they want to see how living in New Zealand is. They get to look at the country from a different perspective. And also they get a post-study work visa, which is a big USP for studying in any country, to be able to work there after that. In the current situation right now, as per Immigration New Zealand, the post-study work visas instructions remain the same. You're required to complete 30 weeks of minimum study in New Zealand for qualification at level 7 and above, or at least 60 weeks for qualification at level 4 to 6. So if you do choose to study online, it may have some impact, but so speak to us in case that's an option you want to opt for, and we'll see how things will work out for you. In fact, considering the situation right now, a lot of people are having trouble giving the English proficiency test, which is IELTS PTE. So in fact, NZQA, which is the New Zealand Qualification Authority, has set international student language entry requirements and have done some changes in it. So you can always go on their website and you can see what all tests are acceptable. And you can also check with the respective institute if they are also accepting that test, and speak with us and see if those tests will be accepted by immigration as well. In fact, one thing that they brought in for students, international students who got delayed because of this situation and have not been able to start their course, they've written that if they have made an offer of place to an international student and that student's English language test result was valid at that time, the offer of place that was made will still stand. And the student is not required to sit for another English test if it expires before the deferred start date, providing the deferment is within 12 months of your original offer of place. So just please focus on the fact that if your offer letter, if you have had to defer your intake, and the deferred period is only 12 months from the original offer letter, then you are not required to give another English proficiency test, and the old one will still be valid. So speak to us if you are in that pickle. Just speak to us and we'll let you know if you're eligible, if your current test is still eligible for the next offer letter. So we are just hoping that things will get better in a couple of months, and hopefully students will be able to go to New Zealand soon to start their courses. However, in the meantime, I would request all of you to continue to work on your student applications so that there is no further delay when the borders do open up for international students. Okay, so that was the piece of news information that I had from my end. So in today's live session, I'll be talking about the college that I'll be talking about, the UB colleges. In the meantime, I would request all our AJV students, while posting a question, please mention that you are AJVN so that I can assist you without delay. And all our new viewers, I please request you to leave us your numbers or contact details so that I can answer your question promptly. Okay, so UB colleges. So UB Colleges was officially formed in May 2019. It is basically the creative minds and legacies of 4 or 5 different colleges that joined forces. So that those are South Seas Film and Television School, Animation College, UB School of Designs, AMES, the Institute of IT and Design and Arts, based in Canterbury. So these colleges are spread over 7 campuses across New Zealand. And all of these colleges have rich histories dating back to 30 years in some cases, and have been providing different pathway programs, working together collaboratively and providing different pathway programs to students. So from this UB colleges, I'll talk about 2 of the most famous programs that are right now, which are Diploma in Advanced 3D Production. Just give me a second. Yeah. Okay. So what I was saying was one of the courses, Diploma in Advanced 3D Production. So this is a 40 weeks course. This practical program will actually prepare you for the realities of today's 3D production industry, building on your existing expertise and giving you the chance to specialize in an area of your choice. This will also hone your skills in environmental realism and master the industry-informed pipelines and workflows of team production. You will actually also produce an industry standard showreel to boost your career opportunities. The next course that is there, and it actually has a great successful story as well, that is Diploma in Game Art and Development. So this is a game design is one of the fastest growing industries on the planet right now. And UB's Diploma in Game and Art Development opened doors to world's most visionary game studios. So I'll tell you a success story here. So there was a student called Danny Hardow, became an overnight sensation in the international gaming world before he even finished his studies in UB. His first ever game prototype was Terminal, which he designed from scratch as a part of his course and was picked up by the most popular gaming magazine of Europe. Danny then released an alpha version of this game, and not long after, it was given a thumbs up by the submissions committee for inclusion in the 2016 International Games Festival, the longest running and highest profile independent video game showcase in the world. So not bad for a student who is currently still working, still studying, and has managed to make himself, make his game go live and famous all over the world. So if you are interested in something like this, please look at these courses. They are upcoming courses. Speak to us about them. We'll get you in touch with students or faculties if you want to know about the careers that are there. What are the possible careers that in New Zealand that you can get after this? Yeah. So that was all that I had for UB. And if you need any more information about them, we'll be happy to provide you with that. So please leave us your questions, your phone numbers, and we'll get in touch with you and provide you all the necessary information. Okay. Okay, let's see if we have some questions, and then we can start answering them. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, so before I start answering your questions, as a practice, I'll show you my license card, which basically allows me to sit here and talk to you guys and clear out all your queries regarding migration to New Zealand, be it any pathway. So this license is actually quite important, and people who do not have license cannot provide you advice on immigration matters relating to New Zealand. So please make sure that whenever you do speak to someone, it is a licensed person, and AJV has in fact 5 licensed immigration advisors, so you will never be short of any advisors, licensed advisors that you have to get. So do work with us, and we have a lot of more licensed advisors coming in place in our team. So I think there is no better company which has 5 licensed advisors to work with. So please do get in touch with us, and we will love to take you on board and help you out with your path to New Zealand. Okay, so moving forward, we do have some questions, and I'll get on to the questions bit. Okay, so the first is Sabir Hussain. He says, hello, thank you for reaching me out. Thank you, Sabir, for coming live online and leaving a comment for us. Happy to help you. Hope you will have a great journey with AJV, and soon you'll be in New Zealand. Next question is from Shakina Jasper. Shakina, I don't see that you've left us your number, and I'm not sure if you're working with us. So if you can please leave us your number. However, your question is a bit generic, so I will go ahead and answer for it. But after that, if you have any more questions, please leave us your number, and then only I'll be able to answer them. Okay, so her question is, hi, can we get work visa from India? As if you would have heard that I've talked about it in my previous live sessions, that getting a work visa can be a bit difficult while you are not in the country, that is New Zealand, because a company will not invest in you unless you don't have a visa, and you cannot apply for a visa unless you don't have a job offer. So most of these work visa categories will require you to have a job offer from New Zealand. And that is where you get stuck, because getting a job offer is not easy while you're not in the country. So you can apply for a work visa if you do have a job offer. So if you do happen to get one, you can connect with us, and we'd be happy to help you out with work visa. Otherwise, the best option that I would suggest from my end would be to look at the study option. It gives you a qualification, it gives you an experience, and then you get a post-study work visa you can get up to 3 years, which is a really good long time for you to find the right kind of job that you want to work in and move up the resident stage. So Shakina, that would be my advice to you. If you have any more questions, leave us your number with the question, and I'll be happy to answer it. Okay, so next question is, next question is from Adil Ahmed, and he says, is New Zealand issuing invitation for resident visa these days? Adil, as of now, currently only New Zealand offices are open. They have started working now. They are working on resident visa, but recently we haven't heard of any invitations coming through. If we do, we will let you know. But before that, I would suggest that you leave us your number so that we can give you any more information on that. In fact, just give me a second. Okay, moving on to next question. Bnex Roy. Hi Bnex. He says, I'm Bnex from Kerala. I want to study in New Zealand, and I want to know more about the procedures. Thank you, Bnex, for leaving us your number. My team will definitely get in touch with you, and we will take you further from there and tell you all about the pathways possible and what is the procedure to study in New Zealand. Team, can you please ensure that someone gets in touch with Bnex today itself? Next question we've got is from Bibin Babu. He's an AJVN. Hi, ma'am. My name is Bibin. I'm an AJV client. Can you please explain about building services specialization course in Welltech College and its job opportunity for me as mechanical engineering fresher? So, Bibin, building services is in demand in New Zealand right now, because construction is in demand in New Zealand right now. It falls under the construction and infrastructure list, and Weltec has a very good course, level 7 graduate diploma in building services. It is also in the LTSSL, so I think it's a very good option for you to go ahead with it. And you will have job opportunities there, as it is in the LTSSL, which basically means that there's a shortage of people for this occupation, under this area. So yes, you will have a lot of job opportunities there. So if this is something that you're looking at, I would just give you a thumbs up and say go ahead. Okay. Next question is from James Nepal. He says, "Dear ma'am, my question is, when is New Zealand going to reopen its border? International flights, any idea?" Thank you, James. You have not left us your number. Please leave us your number so that my team can get in touch with you. I'm not sure what pathway are you looking at for moving to New Zealand, but if talking just about the borders, we have no information right now when the borders are going to open up. The government has not given any information. But as soon as we do, we will let our clients know. We will post it on Facebook. We will keep you informed. But in return, we can help you out with that. Okay, next question is from Mohammed Rasheen. He says, "I'm an AGV client. I have already applied and got the offer placed from Truhologist for November intake. So as of now, what is the situation for November intake due to COVID-19? Mohammed Rasheen, we are going intake by intake. So right now we were initially looking at July intake. So that is something that when the borders are going to open up, we don't have that information, but colleges are also going by that method as well. They are still issuing offer letters for these intakes, hoping that by the time that the borders will open up. So I cannot give you surety, but do continue to work on your application so that in case borders do open up before November, you are able to travel in time, you have your e-visa in time. So make sure that you are continuously working on your documentation and working with us so that we can make sure that the minute immigration starts working again, your application is in place and can be, your e-visa also comes in time. So that would be my suggestion to you right now. But having no information about the borders reopening, this is all the information I have. And once we do know more, don't worry, we'll keep you all updated. Mehtab Khan says, "Please share your contact number." Mehtab, you can go on our website, which is ajvglobal.com. I will give you the India toll-free number that if you're based out of India, you can call us on 1-800-103-6525. Our New Zealand toll-free number is 0800-696977. If you're looking at contacting someone, I hope these contact details were sufficient. Otherwise, please go on our website and all the details are mentioned there. Next question we have is from Abhishek, AJV member. He says, "Applied my partnership visa 3 months before due to COVID. My application is on hold. Whether I will be traveling in 2020 or 21. Abhishek, as I said, that we don't know when the borders are going to open up. So I cannot give you a definite answer right now. So I can only say, let's just watch the game and just see when things start settling down, when the restrictions are uplifted, and we will let you know. Hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of this year, we may look at something, but I am not promising anything. This is just an assumption, but let's see what the government comes up with, and we'll keep you posted about it. Okay, let me just see if I have anything from my team. Sabir Hussain, Aniket confirms that you're working with him, and your wife will be going on a student visa and you'll be going as on a dependent. Um, he says that you're working on your documentation, so I would suggest that keep working on them. And as I hope as soon as immigration starts working and working on these student files, we can have your file ready by then and in place for them to start working on it. Okay, nothing else from my team. Team, can you confirm me if you can see me, because my screen on Facebook has got blank, so I'm not sure if I'm still live. Uh, okay, so the live. Okay, there seems to be some issue with Facebook, so just give me a second. Oh God, these technical difficulties. Sorry guys, just give me a second, and once Facebook is back live, I'll start with the questions again. Everyone who's watching on YouTube, please, if you can come onto the Facebook. Okay. 2 seconds, guys. Just 2 seconds. Facebook seems to be giving some trouble as usual. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry, I think the live session was giving trouble Facebook, so I'll just wait for a little bit for the team to join back in. Let me just confirm if I am live again. Okay, sorry guys. I think there was some issue with the internet or something, and I had to start the live session again. Apologies to all who left your questions. Team, can you please ensure that all of those questions are pasted on this live session so I can continue answering them? I'll just wait for 2-3 minutes for my team to paste questions. Okay, let's go to YouTube in the meantime and see if we have any questions there that I can answer. Okay. Prateek Bhilare asked, civil के लिए scope है with spouse visa. Prateek, I'm not sure if you're working with us, or can you please leave us your number so that I can answer your question? Moving on to Sohan Mahmood has left a question saying, what is the job opportunity of civil engineering? I want to go for further studies. Which subject is more demanding right now? Sohan, you've not left us your number, so technically I shouldn't be answering your question, but talking about, I have spoken about this before, civil engineering is actually quite a good subject to go for in New Zealand. The demand for civil engineers is quite a bit. So that would be a great option to go for. But if you have any more questions about subjects and everything, please leave us your number so that I can answer your question in more detail. Thush has written, how do you know when we can get spouse visa? Now my visa is 6 months on pending. Thush, I am not sure if you're working with us. Can you please give us your email ID or your contact number, or confirm to us if you're working with us, and I'll be able to help you out with your query. Next question is from Jatin Grover. He says, I will be a chartered accountant within months. Can I get work visa there, or should I do an MBA there to migrate? Jatin, as I said, please leave us your number for me to be able to answer your question. But considering that I have spoken about work visas in the session before, and like I said, that getting a work visa will be difficult because you need to have a job offer first. So if you do have a job offer, yes, you can go for a work visa. If not, then study option would be a great option to go for. If you want to speak to us in detail about this, please leave us your number, and our team will definitely get in touch with you. Okay, let me just wait for my team to just post the questions. There's one question from Badugu Uday Kumar. He says, anything about aquaculture forming jobs? Badugu, I'm not sure if you are working with HB because you've not specified. You've also not left us your number. I will give you information about aquaculture jobs and courses in New Zealand, but you'll have to give us your number or contact details for me to answer that. Team, I'm waiting for you to paste the questions from the previous session. If you can, please do it ASAP. Next question. One question that we have on Facebook is from Apurva Kumar. She says, hello, ma'am. I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's degree in computer science engineering from National Institute of Technology, Nagpur. I am interested in pursuing my master's in computer science from New Zealand, preferably University of Auckland, Canterbury, Wellington, or AUT. My 10th grade percentage is in the 90s, whereas my grade 12 percentage is 78%. Could you please let me know if I'm eligible for pursuing my master's in New Zealand, or what should I do to become eligible? Apurva, first of all, I have a feedback from my team. So Mariam seems to have tried to contact you thrice, but there has been no response. So I would request you to please speak to my team. They are trying to contact you and they'll give you all the necessary information. However, I will let you know about your question as well. So there is an ongoing and there is a demand for IT professionals in New Zealand, and AUT is an excellent choice. In fact, Victoria University as well is a good option. These two cities also have a lot of job opportunities that you may look at. So yes, what you're choosing to go for is a great option, but please make sure that you do answer Mariam's call next time. And Mariam, if you can get on call with her right now, and that would be great. Apurva, please make sure you do speak to Mariam, and I'm sure she'll be able to help you out in detail with your queries. Okay. Next question we have from Muhammad Hafiz Uddin. He says, hi, is there any one-year master programs in IT field? Muhammad Hafiz, you have not left us your number. So I am not going to answer your question unless you do that. So I'll wait for your number and I'll get back to your question then. Next question is from Michael N. Pathum. He says, due to lockdown, how is Mumbai processing e-visas? Currently, Mumbai is not processing any visas. New Zealand immigration offices, however, are back at work with lesser staff. But yes, they are back at work. But Mumbai is not currently processing any visas right now. Suresh Gale says, are there any migrants from any country at the peak of pandemic? Suresh, I'm not sure what in respect to you're asking, but considering that the borders are right now closed, they are not letting any migrants come into the country as of now. Next question we have is from Smita, and she says, is there any vacancy in your organization? I have already emailed my CV to Shirley. Kindly confirm if there's any. Hi, Smita. Thank you for leaving a message. We will, right now, we are not hiring at the minute, but we will let you know in case any vacancy arises. Thank you so much. Suresh Gale says, a college ongoing. Right now in New Zealand, New Zealand is at alert level 2, and a lot of colleges and institutes have opened up. However, they do have smaller batches of students to ensure that they maintain physical distancing as required. But yes, they do have colleges up and running, as well as online classes going on. So, yep, that's about it. If you have any more information, Suresh, I haven't seen your number. So if you have any more questions, I would request you to please leave us your number so that I can answer your questions now. Mohammed Rasheen, I think I have addressed this question before. Abhishek, question also I have addressed. Okay, so Buduga Uday Kumar has left us his number, and he says, please give us information about aquaculture. So, Budugu, there are about 2 courses in NMIT. So, one would be PG Diploma Sustainable Aquaculture Level 8 course. It is a 1-year course and is on a bit on the technical side. The other course that you can look at is Masters of Applied Management in Aquaculture Management. It is a level 9 course, and the duration is about 1 year and 3 months. So it is on the management side, and NMIT has 100%. So these courses are there, and they include industry component training, 100% industry component training as well. So these are the couple of courses that you can look at. But if before that, I would suggest that please speak to our team. We'll see what the profile is, the eligibility criteria for such courses, and then only go ahead and apply for them. So please ensure that you do speak to our team when they get in touch with you, and then take this pathway forward. Hope to have answered your question well. Next question we have. Okay, next question we have is from Gemma. He says, is it possible to apply a visa as early as September for an intake in February? Because my IELTS would expire by October, I would like to pursue my early childhood education. Thank you. Gemma, I'm not sure if you're working with us and you've not left us your number as well. If you can please leave us your number, but considering your question is a little basic, I will provide you with the information. We need to be applying for visas for about 4 months in advance. So you will be able to apply for a visa in September, October. Not sure when in October your IELTS is expiring. So leave us your number so that the team can get in touch with you, and we will be able to give you a proper information about this. Next question is from We Log On with Rishi. He says, I'm an EGB client here. What about the people who have applied for July 2020 intake and I'm done with my medical? It's just PCC is pending and visa is lodged. Any idea when will visa process begin? Right now, we are not sure when Mumbai office will be back at work. Currently, the situations are not that great. So hopefully, once things start settling down and they'll be back at work, the visa process will start. We have also not received any information on any other officers working on these international students. So once we do have that information, we will let you know. But in case there is a requirement for deferring the intake, that is also your case officer who has helped you file the visa will keep you updated with. There's another question by Suresh. Suresh, I don't see your phone number again. And your question is New Zealand not on lockdown? Please go back to my previous live session that I did today itself. And I have spoken about the current situation in New Zealand, and you'll get your answer from there. Thank you. Okay, so my team has confirmed, Gemma, that you're working with us. So, like I said, I will check with my team. I see that you're working with Jagriti, so I'll ask her to check on the IELTS expiry date, and accordingly, I'll speak to you about what can be done. But like I said, that if you've already received an offer letter, just a second. Okay, so you are yet to get an offer letter, actually. Okay, let me look at the thing, look at your situation in detail, and I'll have your query answered by Jagriti today itself. Thank you for leaving your query, Gemma. Okay, I think that's the end of the questions on Facebook. Let me see if we have anything on YouTube. Okay, we don't have any more questions on YouTube either. Suresh has another question. Is there any field in vocational training? Suresh, like I said, if you don't leave us your number, I'm not going to be answering your question. So leave us your number and we will get on call with you and discuss your queries in detail. Okay, team, if you can confirm if I've missed out on any question, so that I can answer that for our viewers. Okay, I don't see any more questions coming in. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Okay, we have another question from Priyanka Chibmanhas, and she says June intake is still on in New Zealand. Intake is still on, but if you are overseas, then you may not be able to travel right now because the borders are closed. However, if you are in New Zealand already, you can continue with your studies because institutes have opened up. Okay. So I think one important information, I think the question that Gemma also asked today is about the validity of the English proficiency test. I also spoke about this in the beginning of my session. I informed that as this COVID situation may have led to a lot of people whose IELTS or PT or any other English test that they may have given expiring by the time they apply for their visa or they get a visa. So what New Zealand immigration has come up with is that so at the time when their offer of place was issued, if the test results were valid, and the deferred offer letter that you will get now is within the 12 months span period from the first offer letter, then that test is still valid. I know it can be a little bit confusing. So like I said, Gemma, that I will speak to Jagriti about this. I'll look at your IELTS result and I will get back to you. But this is a very important piece of information. So if you guys have any doubts about if you're meeting, if your test results are still valid or not, please ping us, please speak to us, and we will write to the college specially for this and get it in confirmation that your scores will still be valid for your current offer letter. Another question from Rishikesh. Hi, I'm an AGP client. What about those who have applied for July intake and visa is lodged? Any idea on when visa office start working again? Rishikesh, like I said, that currently India offices are not working. Mumbai office is not working on the applications. Once they do get back at work, we will let you all know. Right now, we also have no information if any other office is processing overseas student visa applications. So that is the information that we don't have with us currently. So as soon as we do get that information, we'll be the first one to let you know about it. So keep speaking to your case officers, your student advisors on a regular basis, and you will be updated. We will also keep on posting these updates on our Facebook page. So don't worry about it. You'll not miss out on any important information from our end, and we'll make sure that we are on top of our game as soon as they start processing applications. We do have all of our clients on mind, and we'll make sure that none of you have to go through any loss because of this situation. Another question from Priyanka is that how long the borders are going to be closed. Priyanka, I am not sure about that. We have no information from government regarding that as of now. We will let you know once we get some information. Rishikesh says thank you. Thank you, Rishikesh, for coming online and leaving us your question. Okay, I think that's about it for today. I'm so sorry for the technical bit that happened today during the live session. Hopefully, next live session will go smoothly, and we'll have more information to give you. My team member, my colleague Navya, will be coming online next week and talk about one other college and answer your queries. And I'll see you the week after that. Have a great day, everyone. And tomorrow, almost the week is gonna end. The weekend's gonna come, and I hope you all are staying home and staying safe with your families. Um, all the best to you all, and see you all the week after that, next week. Thank you. Thank you for coming online and leaving your questions. If I have not been able to answer any questions, please, you guys can leave us, either you can give us a call or you can leave us an email on info@ajvglobal.com, and we'll be happy to help you out.